Hello everybody and welcome back to the Beebosloth channel. Today I wanted to talk about why I draw skeletons, mostly, more than anything else. I bet you're wondering that too. Why does this guy draw all these skeletons? Why doesn't he draw something nice like houses or animals or nature scenery like mountains with a river running through the middle? The simple answer is that other stuff is hard. Have you ever tried to draw a dog or a cat, just like one that's sitting right in front of you? It's really hard. Also, nature scenes, very hard. So, the real reason why I draw skeletons, besides the fact that it's easier to draw than other stuff, is that I enjoy it, but the root of where it really comes from is when I was about 7 years old, I realized that I was going to die. I don't know really what triggered it. Maybe going to church with my grandparents or maybe watching a movie or something, but there was a time in my life where I didn't have thoughts about death, and then around 7 years old I started having thoughts about death, and it freaked me the hell out. I would have weeks where every single night where I would go to bed, I would be laying in my bed and I would be thinking about dying, and I would be trying to picture what it would be like to die. And what I mean by that is I would be trying to imagine what nothingness would be. And every time I got close to what picturing the void, I would just break out in a cold sweat, basically, and kind of have to think about something else or go sit up and turn on the Super Nintendo and play that for a while. And what the way that it started, the way that it kind of crept into my art was that I just always was drawn to death. Like I said, I started thinking about it at an early age. So when I started drawing more, which was more towards high school, I mean I drew my whole life, but I really got into drawing around like middle school, high school. That's when I started smoking weed and taking acid, and that really set off a lot of my creativity, especially the acid. That made my brain look at the world in a completely different light. And what it did for my art was incredible. By no means am I saying go out and grab yourself a bunch of LSD and take it. No. It's just certain substances will do things to your mind to where you get a different perspective on life that you wouldn't otherwise be able to achieve. For some people it helps, for some people it does not help at all. For me it helped a lot. And one of the main themes looking back on my work, my characters that I would draw, I would always have them smoking cigarettes. And I still have a lot of my drawings, a lot of my characters smoking joints or cigarettes. And I think cigarettes are a very good visual representation of death or life in general, because it's just a visual bar that starts at one end, it lights, and then it goes, and then it dies, or it gets to the butt, and then it's done. It's over. So why I chose to in around the end of 2016, when I chose to start Beebosloth as an art career, the reason I chose skeletons was I wanted to draw something that anybody in the entire world would relate to. And I saw other people drawing portraits, and I know that people really like looking at portraits, and because people are human and they like looking at other humans. For me, drawing portraits is very difficult. I never went to art school. I am self-taught. I don't know a lot of the fundamentals of portrait drawing or classic art stuff. So for me, skeletons was kind of like portraits, just with the skin off. And when I started posting skeletons, I really got a strong response. So it kind of solidified that people can relate to it. And everybody thinks about death. Well, I think a lot of people do. There's some people who don't, or say they don't. And there's a whole mess of different things that can help you, not think about it or not care about it. And we can go into that later. But the reason for this video, I just wanted to explain to everyone the reason why I draw and paint skeletons is it's my way of relating to other humans and conveying my ideas and my messages about the human condition. Because on the outside, yeah, we're all different colors and we believe in all different things, but on the inside, we all look like this, more or less. And so I hope that when people look at my work, they can look at this and think, hey, that's me. Not in like a morbid way, like, oh, I'm dead or whatever, but in a way that they can picture themselves as the hero of my stories and can relate to what I'm trying to say. So I hope that clarified why I draw skeletons. And thank you for watching, and smash that like button, and give me a sub if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And thanks. See you next time.